if there is one nibble that you need to have in your repertoire this festive season, this is it. 6 ingredients, 5 minutes, tops, delicious, healthy, flexible, can be served in many different ways. You want to be tuning into this. My name is Wick Nixon from Wellbeing, and I'm all about healthy eating made easy. I look like I've been dragged through a bush backwards. So today I'm making, I call it a sun-dried tomato and olive spread. And if you have, all you need to have in the cupboard is a jar of pimento stuffed olives, some sun-dried tomatoes, and then, you know, often, you know, an ingredient that I always have is spring onions. Although I've got to say that these are now becoming really expensive and hard to get even at the markets, which is really, really concerning. But I've got a tip for you, and basil or pesto. Okay, so if you haven't got a food processor, you could do it in, you know, just with one of those hand blenders, but just to make sure it's not too smooth. So into my food processor is some sun-dried tomatoes. And honestly, it is such a delicious dish. I have been making this for years and years, and it still comes out. Pimento stuffed olives, and I'm using about, you know, half and half. It depends. If you like it more olivey, put more olives in. If you like it more tomatoey, then put more sun-dried tomatoes in. Now, a spring onion, and I'll just chop that up. As I said, these are becoming really expensive. So, did you know that you can grow a spring onion in a jar, in a glass? Tell me, comment below in the comments and tell me, yes, you knew this, or no, you didn't. That you can just put that in a jar, glass of water, put it on your windowsill, and it'll grow again. Or, if you're more disciplined, get it into your garden. And that is just awesome. And it just grows. Okay, so into there, we've got our sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm just putting about a teaspoon of pesto. When I have basil in the garden, I sub out the pesto for the basil. That is it. 4 ingredients in this. Okay. Mule it up. Now, there are several different ways that you can serve it, and I'm going to show you one way. So you just want to have it so that it's got a little bit of texture in it. That's all it needs. Now, what I'm going to do is, I love this for the festive season. Just let me clear some of these away. Is serving it on cucumber rounds. So what I've done is I've just cut a slice of cucumber. I take a spoon. I just take a little bit of the flesh out, but don't go all the way through. And see how you've got just a little mound in there. Well, a little, not a mound, a dip. So I've done a few here. Take my, and all you're going to do is just put a teaspoon onto the top of each one. Okay, super easy. But I love this because if you are asked to bring a plate, this will take you like literally 5-10 minutes max. This part here is a little bit more fiddly, but you can see that people can just pick that up and put it in their mouths. If you want to go a little extra step, makes it a little bit more festive, is just put a little bit of crumbled feta on the top. Can you see that? Tell me, is this something that you knew about in terms of, you know, a way of serving it on cucumber rounds? And is this something that you will make? If you want the exact measurements of this recipe, I'm sending it out in my newsletter tomorrow. If you're not already on my newsletter list, head to wickedwellbeing.com/new and sign up, and then you'll get the recipe. Now, the other way to serve it is if you just want to have it with crackers, just put it on a plate, mold it into a half ball, sprinkle your feta over the top, put a couple of fresh basil leaves on the top, and then serve it with crackers. And it is beautiful. It also makes an amazing spread in a sandwich, or if you just want it, you know, on veggie sticks. So flexible and just absolutely divine, and as you can see, so easy. I want to know, will you make this? Is this something that you've made before? I'm over the next, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be bringing you different ideas that you can serve for any occasion, or even for Christmas Day, because this is something that I always serve for Christmas Day because everyone loves it. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to, if you're not already on my newsletter list and you want this recipe, head to wickedwellbeing.com/new and register your details. Thanks for joining me. See ya.